My name is Logan Halloran, and this is my presentation on antisocial personality disorder. ASPD is a mental disorder that affects 1% of females and approximately 3% of males. It is often associated with psychopathy, however they are not the same thing. It is very similar to dissociative personality disorder, plus a blatant disregard for human rights. Sufferers have difficulties making any emotional connections and act impulsively. Symptoms of ASPD include impulsiveness, deception, irritability, aggression, failure to conform, and lack of remorse. The presence of conduct disorder as a child is a very important characteristic, and in the DSM-5, it is a prerequisite to ASPD. Many of the famous examples are the more famous serial killers. Due to the nature of the disorder, very few, if not none, celebrities have this disorder. Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy, two famous serial killers, are known to have had this disorder. Adolf Hitler and Charles Manson are both suspected of having it, but neither have had it confirmed. Here is a video of the Joker in the movie The Dark Knight. He is demonstrating his lack of remorse for his actions as well as his impulsiveness. It is not shown in the video, but his father is the cause behind his scars, which indicates an abusive home environment which probably caused him to be who he is in the movie.
And here we go. Disappear. Why so serious?
Hey, you wait like everybody else, pal.
Man, we're gonna have to move him now.
I'm gonna tell you where they are. Both of them. And that's the point. You'll have to choose. He's at 250 52nd Street, and she's on Avenue X. That's just it.
Which one you going after?
Rachel!
No! No! No!
No, but is it a problem? No, I'm done here.
Where's the alarm guy?
Boss told me when the guy was done, I should take him out. One less share, right?
Funny, he told me something similar.
No, no!
I'm betting the Joker told you to kill me as soon as we loaded the cash.
No. I killed the bus driver.
Bus driver? What bus driver?
School's out. Time to go. Guy's not getting up, is he? That's a lot of money. What happened to the rest of the guys?
Antisocial personality disorder is relatively easy to diagnose. The subjects will exhibit a hatred of society, will often have a drug problem at an early age that continues on to adulthood, and they will often have a police record, as 47% of male prisoners have some form of ASPD. Subjects will lack any remorse or responsibility for their actions, and will have problems with authority figures. Rarely will a subject have a meaningful relationship with any individuals, as often this is the cause of the disorder. The next slide will cover this more, but there are no certain causes of ASPD other than a strong correlation between parents having ASPD and children having ASPD, and abnormalities in the development of the nervous system, which is also a common cause of conduct disorder, which is a prerequisite to ASPD, and frequent bedwetting. One thing that can set up an individual to have ASPD as an adult would be a poor relationship with an authority figure or parent. A common symptom of those with this disorder is the lack of a deep connection with any single person. It has been hypothesized, but not completely proven, that women who smoke during pregnancy have a higher chance of having a child with conduct disorder, and as such, a higher chance of ASPD as an adult. The environment a child grows up in has a huge impact on the person they become when they are older, and this is very relevant to ASPD. A child growing up with a neglectful or abusive set of parents has a much higher risk of ASPD later on in life. While therapy is often sought for those with ASPD, it has been found to have little or no effect. Due to the nature of the disorder and the hatred of authority, patients rarely respond to treatment. One promising method is to befriend and build trust with the individual without placing yourself in a position to be harmed. This allows them to form a meaningful relationship with you and, in some cases, having a relationship with one person is enough to steer them from their behavior. As the video explained, the Joker from Batman is a very popular example of someone suffering from ASPD. He has a hatred of society, has no deep connections with any individuals, and had an abusive father as a child. While I'm no doctor, he most definitely exhibits all of the symptoms of ASPD. The National Institute of Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism conducted a study to determine the link between individuals with ASPD and found that many of them who became violent when drunk suffered from the disorder or ASPD-related impairments. Research has been done suggesting that the cause is psychodynamic, that the disorder is rooted from a lack of love or closeness with one's parents, which leads to mistrusting people later in life. There's not a whole lot of evidence behind this theory, however. The behavioral theory states that ASPD comes from individuals modeling behavior of those around them. While there is a genetic connection between people having ASPD who had parents suffering from the same disorder, the same can be said for environment the child grew up in, causing the behavior.
My case study was about a man named Jason. Jason was born to a prostitute and never knew his real dad. Jason suffered from conduct disorder from an early age and began selling drugs at a gang also at a very early age. He fathered his first child at the age of 13 and had 5 by the age of 23, none of which he cares for. He is a manipulative individual that can appear to be normal and friendly when he is conning you. He has been to prison multiple times, initially receiving several felony charges at the age of 17, but having them thrown out because of his age. At the age of 9, he threw his infant brother out of the window, causing several fractures. He is currently in prison for stabbing a man during a bar fight. He has had multiple suicide attempts while in prison and has wound up in the prison psych ward on many occasions. I diagnosed him with antisocial personality disorder due to his aggression, lack of remorse, impulsive behavior, lack of a meaningful relationship with any single person, and the condition he grew up in. He met all of the DSM-4 criteria and DSM-5 criteria for failing to conform to social norms and consistent irresponsibility indicated by the failure to ever maintain a steady job.